Welcome back to the signal from Tölva, and I've realized something while I was going through these status again, that 3 of them are from the same guy. They are from surveyor K9343. So there was someone here before us who was surveying it. I mean, we knew that, but it was all the same surveyor. And I'm not sure if all surveyors are robots. Are they controlled by a human? I'm not sure about that. I'm still not sure about how the world here works. But it was all the same guy, and I think that's kind of interesting. I just thought I should bring it up, and now we're going to Human Valleys. As I said in the last video, we would try to get that outpost. What is it with my microphone? Why can't it just stay in the position that I want it to be? So who's landing there? Is that... Are those enemies? Yes, those are enemies! Why are the enemies landing? Whatever that is, it's destroying all our surveyor mates. Did we destroy it? Why, yes, why did it land here? What happened here? Oh, more enemies? Yes, more enemies. Why am I never hitting anything? Oh, I should have pressed X. X was the shield. How did I steady my aim again? Was that E? No, E was a melee attack. Was it Q? How did I steady my aim again? Not that it ever really helped a lot. Come on, let's use the melee now. Boom! 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 He runs away. But even though it didn't do a lot of damage. That thing doesn't hit anything! You can't aim with that! Oh, wait, was that? Wait, this was the weapon I always used. That's why the other one wasn't so good. That was the melee weapon. This was my ranged weapon that I always used. Come on, let's use the gash. Oh, they destroyed one of them. Never thought that could destroy them. I thought it was just pushing them away. Nice! How much steadier it actually makes the aim. Kind of feel like it doesn't really make the aim a lot steadier. Alright, at least I'm hitting people now. Ah! From where? Where from? Ah! Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Stop it. Ah! They're killing me. We are done for. We can activate the shield. Too late, too late. Okay. That didn't work. At least we were on the right path. We're getting to that contaminated area. And I'm also getting the hang of the gameplay now. I mean, I was actually hitting them. I mean, that's something. And is over there, is that where the ambush was? Where we took out... No, that would lead me up to Radio Trench. Dude, I'm a bit confused now where exactly I am. Yes, I know there's combat over there, but let me just... That's the direction we came from. So wait, I have to... I'm a bit disoriented at the moment. I have to take a look at the map for now. This is beautiful, though. I know I keep mentioning it the whole time, but really, let me just look at it. This map is just beautiful. I know I'm going to hit him. I have to get down a little. And those rocks, it's really friendly of the guy who built the planet, by the way, to put these huge rocks everywhere so we can hide behind them in combat. We can use them as cover. Alright. This is beautiful, this planet, really. I like it. I like the art style of this game. Ha! Shoot! Why did it shoot? There we go. Ha-ha. Got him. Now this is nonsense. Dude, this is still pretty loud, even though I've turned it all the way down, but this is the only way I would be able to hear the music. What kind of a dumpster fire is that? Are you not meant to hear the music? I don't get it. I don't get it. We are walking towards that contaminated area, which is nice, and I feel like the planet gets more beautiful the further we progress. Which, of course, would make sense that they have the best environmental design for the finale. Not that we're close to the finale, I don't think so, but still. Yeah, so what's that contaminated stuff? Is there anything to scan in the area? Nothing to scan? What's that stuff? There's an area of extreme contamination here. Don't enter it without suitable hazard shielding. It might also interfere with our connection. How exactly is biological contamination going to interfere with our connection to the drones? Which is more like radio signals? Whatever. He's the broker. He's gotta know stuff, yeah? Dude, that broker from Tropico 6 was so annoying. If you've seen my Tropico community videos, you know what I'm talking about. But hey, that's not for today. That's a different story. A story that shall not be told on Tölva. How do I scan this thing again? Wait, I switch to binoculars and how did I scan this thing? Ah, with F, because F is interact. Yes, there we go. Some snooped data. There we go. Is it... No, it's internal surveillance analysis. This data for rank 13K only. More recent hardware seems to be operating as expected. The detachment era bunkers are producing drones on demand. So detachment era is a time period, right? Yeah. And there's nothing interfering with local comms. It's possible that the danger that was posed by the signal is actually passing, possibly because it was discharge of energy from the ancient systems which we have uncovered in our exploration. We are still concerned, however, by the number of attempts to illegally access the local network. Parasites like the information brokers are doing everything they can to find a way in. We must do better if we are to secure our operations. Okay, so there was someone who automatically produced drones here, and some information brokers, I think that's us, was trying to steal their stuff all the time, and they kind of didn't like that. Ah, there we have some music now. There we go. So, those are some ruins. And if I go in there, am I going to take damage? What does this thing do? What do these things do? Can't shoot them. Warning, chemical hazard area. Yes, I'm dying there. Okay. I'm dying there. Uh-oh. Well, hey, I was out of it already. Ugh. Screw that. Okay, so we can't get there. We didn't get all of the minerals, but I think we'll just get them once we have one of these hazard suits, wherever I'm going to get those from. So let's just get to radio trench, and then let's get to this undiscovered location over there and see what the signal over there has to tell us. So this is the radio trench that we've looked at already. I remember that thing. This was where the combat was that no one knew where it came from. And now we're entering that undiscovered location. Now, by the way, I like the names of this. I really like everything about, like, art style in this game. Like the names, the burial tract, the way the planet looks. I mean, I keep mentioning that the whole time, so it's probably obvious by now that I like that. I'm getting on a rock. Let me take a look around the area with some binoculars first, because there are enemies, as I expected. There's this structure. We probably have to get into that structure. Burial tract. So there's resources. And there's a signal. So we should get up there to the left. Ah! Won't you give me time to finish observing your area so I can figure out the best strategy to destroy you first? Man, these drones in these days, they just don't have any patience. Boom. I should use that thing more often. It's quite powerful. So now we've destroyed them, right? Is that it? I've just turned around. That was the wrong direction. I don't want to go that direction. And I wonder if the plants on this planet always look like this, or if it's autumn. I don't know. What's that? Who are you? Okay, we're totally going to take a look at this guy. In a moment, let's just get the resources first. You know, that's the nice thing about playing a game. You know, weird prophet kind of guy just turned up on a rock. Check him out later. Get the resources first. He's going to wait. He's not in the chunk yet. He's not rendered. There's nothing happening. His program is not working. Yeah, that's the neat thing about games. I like that. Did the guy just disappear now? Oh, well, I guess I screwed up then. Shit. Okay, I suppose we wouldn't have gotten that fast to him anyway, so we weren't meant to interact with him. It's meant to be this way. I hope he didn't screw up the whole game. No, I probably didn't. If that's something that screws up the whole game, that wouldn't be good game design. I mean, I might not have even seen him, so yeah, totally not. It's not that way. All right, we completed the material collection. That doesn't mean that there's nothing over here, though. There we go. I knew there had to be one of these signal thingies. Haha. Neato. Neato. There we go. 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 Come on, in a moment. In a moment. There we go. Nice. Haha. Let's scan it. When do we get the next level up? I wonder, because I would also really like to have a button that I don't have to get into the map first and then press tab. I can set a waypoint? Oh, why didn't I know that earlier? Ah, I wouldn't have had to always look at the map. Oh, man. Okay, we can set waypoints. So, lost entry. We didn't have lost entry so far. By the Pi Qubit secondary log. Wait, the Pi Qubit, isn't that the guy that they destroyed? There was something by a Pi Qubit. There we go, the snooped at him. Right, he was being destroyed. So is that the same Pi Qubit? Ah, yeah, it's an earlier log entry. Okay. Hello, I've been trying to send messages back to the network, but they keep getting bounced. Basically, this is all very exciting. I've been deployed in some remote former military world, and there are kinds of things happening. Battles, skirmishes, astroarchaeology, combat archaeology. There are dozens of actors on the field, and I get to watch it all. I shall report back when I have a good anecdote. Or perhaps I will not, because nothing seems to want to send to the network from this damned rock. More soon, XXXX. So, it's been like this on Tölva for a while, apparently. We're not the first drone realizing that there's a huge war happening on this planet for apparently no reason. That's interesting. I still wonder who built those drones, who controls them. Are we a human controlling this drone, or are we controlled by an AI as well? Did they just go into retirement? Did they just say, we built this AI and they're going to do all interstellar exploration for us, and we just get the fancy stuff of it. We just get the resources they exploit for us and discover for us. Is that how it works? Or is there actually a human controlling us? I have no idea. Whichever way, I would like to know if it is even humans who built us, because maybe we are built by some alien race. I mean, apparently there's multiple factions in this universe. I mean, they're constantly fighting each other, so maybe it's humans versus aliens, aliens versus aliens, humans versus humans. I don't know. And I don't know who built us. I really have no idea. Maybe this is like an alternate world. I once read something about it. I don't think it had anything to do with this guy, but there once was a guy who wrote a story about an alternate world where there was no organic life, and instead there were somehow naturally formed sentient robots that naturally existed. They didn't have to be built. They were like the life there because there was no organic life. It sounded a bit weird, but maybe that's what happened here in the world of Tölva. I mean, not just the planet of Tölva, I mean the world of the game Tölva. You get what I mean. And nice view we got from up here, by the way. On this world that, I mean, obviously it has organic life, but maybe sentient life? I mean, it's all plants. We haven't seen any animals. Maybe there's no animals, and instead sentient robots that somehow don't have to be constructed, but occur naturally. I really have no idea, but this must be some important data we get, because this is a neat ruined tower. And now that I think about it, I mean, if they build houses, then there has to be some sort of inhabitants here, right? Because I mean, the robots, if this was just a military world for military robots, like their tanks and drones, they could just be parked outside. They wouldn't need something like a house. That this doesn't look like a living complex. Yeah, I totally wanted to get down here again. Why did I just bounce off? I think that was a glitch. Oh man, okay. Yeah, whatever. I think I'm thinking too much. I should just focus on the game, and the secrets will unravel as we keep playing. I hope so. I hope so. What's that? Nothing I can pick up, so I don't care. Good. That's something I can pick up now. There we go. We're going to pick that one up. No resources can escape me. And now let's finally scan this thing. It's been enough talking for today. I would really like to have a shortcut to get into that menu. There's probably someone. I don't know which one, though. 14 of... Snipped up. Oh, we already have 2 pages now. All right. So, what do we have? Pi Qubit 70 log. 70. Oh, so that's after the one we had before. But I have no idea which way they are ordered in, by the way. Whatever. Oh, wait, are they... Oh, so the oldest one is at the bottom, so because that's 67, that's 70, and that's 75, the one he was destroying. So 70. Oh dear, I seem to have been damaged. I am still not sure that these messages are sending. I have received nothing but error messages in return. Anyway, the important thing is that my systems are severely compromised and I am unlikely to be able to perform my main functions until I am able to find repair. I also seem to be separated from the Allied patrols, which suggests that I might be found and destroyed relatively soon. Not good. There will be more to say when I have more to say. In the meantime, if you are receiving this, stay safe. Right, we'll stay safe. Thanks, PyCubit, for your information. You are appreciated. It's certainly very helpful. Does the shield protect me from fall damage as well? It does. Good. So that's something we should keep in mind. We can use that as a shortcut. That's pretty neat. So, well, yeah, the signal will be over there, where this guy stood up on the hill. So we should get there, probably, and... is there anything else we can scan? Yes, there's something up there we can scan. So we should get there. Would also like to get into that corner of the map, because the corners probably have something. But let's get there first. We're almost there, so we should get there first. So, why do they have lights, by the way? I mean, don't all the robots just have flashlights built in, or just night vision cameras? Why do they even need something like lights? There must be animal life here somewhere. Some sentient civilization that build all these robots, but they're not around at the moment. So let's scan this thing. It certainly looks interesting. I wonder what it is. I mean, it's one of the signals. There we go. Derelict 2. Scan complete. Derelict 2. What was Derelict 1? So I remember I read all these things again to be sure what it is, but I still can't figure out what everything is happening. It's just that apparently we, the surveyors, are the enemies of some zealots, some of they call it the zealots, and there's also something else on, was it this one, that there's old culture ruins, and yeah, someone knows they know more than they may seem, and someone is setting up. Yeah, so, yeah, mystery, but we still don't know what it is about this. So, data from burial tract survey location. These old derelicts are impossibly crude, and the data systems used to control them have decayed quite rapidly. Nevertheless, we are beginning to build a picture of the kind of work they must have undertaken here. It appears to be more manual than militaristic. Unlikely that working examples of these machines can be located. Brokers notes, these things are little more than gigantic servitors. They aren't the mystery, unless zealots sabotage them to appear to be mysterious. Sorry, but this could still be an elaborate trap. Yeah, so far that's all we know, that this might all be a trap. And that someone is setting us up for these zealots, who are our enemies. And I don't know who the zealots are, but they're enemies, so it wouldn't be good if they set us up for a trap. No more things to collect here. I scanned that. Why is it still showing? Huh? I scanned it. What's wrong? Or are they always displayed like that, even if I scanned them already? What is that? Let me check that. What's that? Why does it still look like that? Okay, it always looks like that for some reason. Alright, then then we just have to memorize which ones we've already scanned and which ones not. Well, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. So, what's up here? Is there anything interesting up here? And which rock? On which rock did that? Oh, there's another thing to scan up there. What's the rock that this guy stood upon? Was it this one? And who was that? Why could he teleport himself here? Why can't I do that? What's that? It's some artificial thing again. Is that a painted rock, or is it more scrap metal? And when do I finally get a level up, by the way? Huh? Still don't have a level up? How do I get a level up? I want better weapons. Although the weapon I have at the moment is pretty good, actually. Still, I would like to have something better. Because yeah, some of the enemies are taking a lot of hits before they go down. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I figured out how to play the game by now. I have to use that close combat attack more often. I have to use my shield more often. And yeah, then it's pretty easy. I just have to try to get a steady aim at the enemy. And hope that my shield lasts longer than his. And that's basically it, I think. So yeah, it's not too hard, actually. I know I was struggling with it before, but yeah, I think I figured it out now. And we're getting a lot of these signals now. I like that. Transmission 45. Internal surveillance analysis. Again this. Oh, and again for 13k only. Bursts of energy detected in the sector are plausibly aftershocks from the signal event. There is a more troubling issue on the surface, however. The so-called ghosts. We have the appearance of these humanoid figures recorded in a dozen separate locations. There's not enough evidence for us to connect them to the signal, but they are clearly not the work of Star Network factions. There must be some remnant of old civilization and habitation, but their purpose is wholly unclear. We have to conclude that we should be extremely alarmed by the detection of unexplained apparitions in an active combat zone. We cannot know what the capabilities might be. We suggest strategic withdrawal. It's always combat here. They always talk about combat, and so they saw this apparition too, and apparently it was just a hologram or something. It wasn't real. It was just something that an old civilization built. And who's the Star Network? Is that like the alliance of all, whichever species built these robots, but they're still at war with each other? I don't understand. Or is Star Network the technology they use for spacefaring? Maybe that's it? I'm not sure exactly what this Star Network is, and I'm not sure if there's anything in this corner. I was hoping to have something over here because it's such a nice corner, and there's usually stuff hidden in the corners, but not in this corner apparently. This is a clear corner. There's not even resources in it. Alright. Wait, there are no resources over here. And then I think we've pretty much cleared out this area, haven't we? That's pretty much all there was to. What was it called again? Burial tract. So was someone buried here? What does burial tract mean? I mean, I know what it means, but why did they call it burial tract? Is that a friendly robot? The yellow, right? The yellow ones, that's friendly. Good, okay. Alright, so that means we've conquered this location if they're here now. Good, that's pretty good, that's pretty good. So, we've conquered the burial tract. Now, I think we've seen enough ghosts for one video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and maybe share it with all the robots in your family. If you want to be the first to know when we take on Slipgate 1, you should subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.